I'm Raj. I'm a Bollywood producer. I'm looking for the most delicious thing on the planet.
First, I would like you to iron all of my books, then perhaps polish my retainer. Then you can start my college application.
Barissa. She makes you feel alive, doesn't she?
Can you believe it? Tradition forbids me even to speak to the woman I'm about to spend my life with. Has the whole world gone crazy?
Nah, just your screwy country.
Wireless fees and taxes bite like a cobra. Get a cellular mongoose. Metro PCS.
American media is always changing. There needs to be change. In terms of cultural representation, this is what I want to see.
There are definitely a lot of stereotypes in the media about Indian Americans. You see them trying to be smart or geeky or nerdy.
What do you do when you're angry?
Math.
Okay, what about when you're sad?
Math.
Happy?
Math.
Whenever I went to any class or anything like that, I always felt like, people expected me to be that person where it's like you answer all the math questions or you do this or you do that. With media portraying these become expectations of us in the society. Hey, this guy should grow up to be this smart. This guy should grow up to be an engineer or a doctor or anything like that, right? Don't assume that we like to do things or that we're good at math just because, we're this color. There shouldn't be something, around you telling you what you should be since you're a kid.
I feel like sometimes people forget that when it comes to Indian American kids growing up here, that we're just like any other normal teenager.
I have a girl. I just want to get my nails done. And they're just like, yeah, I'm sorry, that's $50 before tax. And I'm like,
everybody smile.
Oh. You like that, right?
I've seen this one before. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did Zeke score?
Yeah, you gotta be a little in front of him. Bye, man.
Some things I would like people to know about Indian Americans is that we're not all smart. Sometimes we break rules. We're not all really religious. Not all of us are vegetarian.
My name is Donvi. Not Gandhi. Gandhi also isn't my grandpa. I don't worship cows, not on like a super religious level, Yeah, we're not all like gonna go to an Ivy League school.
We're not all gonna be doctors or computer scientists. We can do whatever we want. I'm not in anything like biology club or math club. I don't think people should expect that my dreams and passions are limited to what a stereotype perpetuates.
I play golf, and I used to play soccer and run track. Yeah, I want to be like the first Indian to ever win a major championship, which are there are 4 of them, so it's like the 4 biggest tournaments. I could win like $11 million, so yes.
Are you good?
No, I'm okay. I'm not terrible.
Don't be modest, you're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a god. Actually, to be honest, I'm pretty great.
Despite growing up in America, a world away from India, I wouldn't really say second-gen Indian Americans are a completely westernized group. However, this idea of total westernization is the root of the term American-born confused Desi. I feel like a big part of the term ABCD is that whoever's being called this isn't connected to their Indian roots, and I, for one, don't agree with this. A lot of the times I'm called an ABCD when I don't understand something in Hindi, or I don't understand the background behind a festival or something, but not knowing this doesn't make me any less Indian.
I have mixed feelings about the term because in a way I feel like we're unique. So we're different Indians. We've experienced both sides of the world, but then people push us aside. We're not considered like fully Indian to others or like by our parents. We know like with our heart we're Indian, but like when we express it, they feel like we're not completely.
So I don't think it's fair for them to critique us based on not knowing a few traditions or not knowing a few customs, because that's just not what we're exposed to here in America.
Life over here is different from how it was in India. So we may be going outside cultural bounds sometimes. Like, we're gonna have guy friends, gay friends, lesbian friends, and they should be okay with it.
When it comes down to it, us second-gen Indian Americans haven't lost touch with our culture. In fact, we have upheld our heritage in our own ways.
My name is Anushka Savkar and I'm 15 years old. I do Bharatanatyam, which is an Indian classical dance. I've been doing dance for about 10 years now. Indian classical dance, or Bharatanatyam, involves a lot of harsh movements rather than fluid movements like Bollywood.
So you recently completed your formal dance training in an Arangetram. Can you explain what that is?
Yes, an Arangetram is not a graduation for a dancer. It's more like a showcase of our abilities once we've completed a certain amount of training over the years. Specifically for the Arangetram, I trained for 1.5 years, almost 2 years. I really do have a passion for dance, and that's the bottom line. I love dance, and this entire time, the only reason I've been doing dance is because I want to.
At the end of the day, sure, second-generation Indians are confused. But we're not confused in the way that others might expect. We aren't a clueless generation, awkward and perplexed about popular American culture, nor are we a completely westernized group who don't understand Indian culture and reject it altogether. When I asked my friends what culture they identified with, this is what they had to say.
I'm definitely both Indian and American, no doubt, 200%.
I think I'm both.
I would say I am both Indian and American, because even though I am born in America and I am an American citizen, my heritage and my culture still comes from India.
We are American-born, content Desis.
Yeah, like,
I had archeops. You know what archeops is? It's a good book.
Artichokes?
Huh?
Artichokes?
Archeops.
Yeah, it's artichokes.
No. Do I start?
Nah, some of us have muscles.
Okay, cool. So you start like this.
Hey, bro, no mug shots, bro. No mug shots. Come on now.